Hey guys, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. So today, I just wanted to share a couple brief thoughts. And so the story I want to start off with is, the idea of fasting. When you're fasting, you abstain from food and water, for 15 hours, right? You're fasting from sun up to sundown, from before sun up to sundown. And when it comes time to break your fast, you fast for 15 hours, and then you just kind of like scarf down all this food in 10 minutes, and then you're full, right? In 10 minutes, 15 minutes of fasting is kind of eradicated, right? And that's just an example of showing us how temporary this dunya is, right? How small this life is. And it shows you that the dunya really, it's an illusion, right? There's so many things that are messed up in the dunya, right? It's infuriating, for example, seeing how much injustice there is all around us. African Americans being gunned down in the street or whatever it is, right? But what we have to know is we have to recognize is there's justice in this world, right? And that's what's important to understand. There's a difference between the world, which is beautiful, and the worldly life, the dunya, which is an illusion, right? And true happiness depends on how we perceive these things, right? We will be happy when we start to recognize the situations around us and know that God is in control, that there is justice, and that everything happens from God, right? From Allah, right? Happiness is not from things. It's not things are money and materialism, um, but that's not justice, right? Happiness comes from accepting and being pleased with God. And this is an important concept to understand. It's important to recognize that true happiness comes from recognizing that God is in control, and then kind of taking that burden that you have on yourself and putting it, and putting it up and giving it up and giving it to Allah, knowing that justice comes from Him. And I mean, this is a situation why materialism and money will never allow us to be happy, right? I mean, that's why when you look in pop culture, there's so many celebrities that are struggling with depression and stuff like this, and that's because unfortunately, many people we haven't found God properly, and we have to strive to know God is in control and recognize the situation and be pleased with Allah, and that's how we can hopefully, inshallah, achieve true happiness. I hope that helps. Inshallah, makes sense. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.